Television is weird, and sometimes you can't watch shows in some areas for whatever reason. Like, did you know that you can't watch The Big Bang Theory in China? Yeah, I don't get it. Well, guys, welcome back to Screen Time. Today we'll be covering 10 TV shows banned in other countries. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Malaysia. Malaysia wasn't the only country to ban this show, but it sure has the most interesting reason. We could have picked New Zealand, where later iterations of the show were filmed. The island nation temporarily banned Power Rangers when parents complained about the show's level of violence. Instead, however, we opted for a ban with a less expected reason. Turns out, the government of Malaysia had a problem with the show's title, or more specifically the word morphin. They felt it was too similar to the name of the drug morphine. In December 1995, the famously anti-drug nation banned the show until producers removed the offending word from its title, which they eventually did. Number 9, Andy Mack, Kenya. In the late 2010s, Andy Mack made Disney Channel history by having Cyrus Goodman, a central character, come out as gay. The big reveal occurred in the show's second season, and the ratings went up pretty much across the board. The move also got the series praise from various groups such as GLAAD, the government of Kenya, though it wasn't singing Disney's praises. Instead, they banned the show from airing in the country, specifically because of the gay storyline. According to Kenya Film Classifications Board Chief Executive Ezekiel Mutua, any attempt to introduce gay programming in Kenya will be met with the full force of the law. Number 8, Knots Landing, South Africa. Now this one's a bit different. Yes, this popular primetime soap opera and spin-off of Dallas was banned in South Africa, but it wasn't due to government censorship. Instead, it was withdrawn in response to that government's conduct. Confused? We'll elaborate. Lorimar Television, which produced Knots Landing and distributed it worldwide, decided to join in the cultural boycott of apartheid, South Africa, in the 1980s. This boycott saw international music acts refuse to play in the country, and the Oscars not air there. Lorimar, for its part, refused to distribute Knots Landing and other popular shows like Falcon Crest, the TV stations in South Africa, until apartheid ended. Number 7, The Big Bang Theory, China. When a country bans a TV show, it's usually the result of a local value or politic. Every once in a while, though, there's seemingly no reason whatsoever to justify the move, at least not one provided by the powers that be. In 2014, China's State Administration of Press, Publication, Radio, Film, and Television decided to ban popular sitcom The Big Bang Theory from both television and streaming platforms in the country. They reversed the decision a year later, leading to some speculate that the move was simply to give Chinese-made content a financial leg up. To date, no official justification has been given beyond unspecified policy reasons.
I cannot believe they're letting her just use them like that. I mean, anything she wants, they go panty.
Number 6, Monty Python's Flying Circus, Malaysia. In some countries, religious humor just doesn't fly, even when it's part of a flying circus. Censors in Malaysia banned the seminal BBC comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus from the country's airwaves when it premiered in 1969. They objected to the show repeatedly poking fun at religion as well as its darker comedic elements. This ban extended to the troupe's films including Life of Brian, which is full of religious comedy, and The Holy Grail, which despite the name actually doesn't focus much on religion. In recent years, Malaysia has relaxed a bit. The Python films are no longer on the brand list, and people in the country can order their series online.
It's a stuffed armadillo with one claw missing.
Number 5, The Ali G Show, Kazakhstan. It's not hard to guess which Sacha Baron Cohen character got the Ali G Show banned in Kazakhstan. It's not the titular Ali G or Bruno, but rather Borat, Cohen's over-the-top satirical Kazakhstani man. Some in the country, including certain members of the Kazakhstan media, got the humor in the fact that the United States was the real butt of the joke. Others, however, most definitely did not. The government even blocked Cohen's website after the character appeared. The ban was lifted by the time the Borat movie was released, but the debate surrounding the character persists.
We call it homosexual.
Number 4, MASH, South Korea. MASH was a huge success around the world, but not in the country where it was set. In the decades following the end of the Korean War, the government of South Korea was very interested in rehabilitating the country's image. A comedy show depicting the country as impoverished and its people thus dependent on the American military was clearly not what the government had in mind, so they banned it. When the actual Mobile Army Surgical Hospital that the show was based on closed in 1997, cast members from the show were in attendance, proving that the backlash went beyond the government. Local reporters took the opportunity to ask the stars about the show's negative portrayal of Koreans.
Personal System 2 is faster. Oh, and it has incredible power.
Someone say...
Number 3, Sex and the City, Singapore. A show focused on the sex lives of single women living in New York was too steamy for censors in Singapore, at least originally. The government banned the show when it premiered in the late 90s on HBO in the United States and pretty much everywhere else in the world. Then, in 2004, they relented and changed the subscription TV program code to allow the show to air in the country, with certain scenes removed, that is. In an inappropriate and cheeky bit of advertising, HBO Asia plugged the delayed release with the tagline, "Love is always worth the wait."
There is a good way to...
Number 2, The Simpsons, Venezuela. We kind of take it for granted that the Simpsons family members aren't supposed to be role models, but apparently not everyone feels that way, at least according to Venezuela's TV regulator. In 2008, Venezuela banned the long-running show for being inappropriate and disseminating messages that go against the whole education for boys, girls, and adolescents. It was replaced by the more suitable for children, Baywatch. Venezuela isn't actually the only country to take aim at the show. It was also banned from primetime television in China to help Chinese animation studios and almost fell to the pressure from Pentecostal churches in Russia.
Y aquí va el lanzamiento.
Number 1, Modern Family, Iran. Iran didn't just ban Modern Family from airing in the country, they developed their own version of it. Half Saying is an Iranian-produced unauthorized knockoff of the popular American sitcom that mirrors the original quite closely, at times. It even looks like a shot-for-a-shot remake. That is, of course, without the show's gay couple Mitchell and Cam. Instead, they recreated a straight couple. This, of course, due to the Iranians' government harsh views on homosexuality. Half Saying also changed Haley's gender because Iranian TV doesn't allow for the friendship between boys and girls. While Modern Family ran for 11 seasons outside of Iran, Half Saying only ran for 1 in 2014.
That's the best kind of bull. I got a new title.
Great grandma?
Oh, hell.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.